Okay, in this video we'll be solving number 2 from chapter 9, hard questions. So suppose supply and demand are given by P equals 90 minus 2Q and P equals 10 plus 3Q. Suppose the economy is open for trade and the economy imports 15,000 units. The world price must be $70, $58, $50, or $40. Okay. Since we are importing, it should be understood that the world price is going to be less than the equilibrium price. So if you wanted to, you could just find the equilibrium. We'll write down the equations that we're given. Supply. So you could find the equilibrium price. And since we know that imports are 15,000 units, we'll write it in 15 because we know the quantity is in thousands of units. Right? We could narrow down the potential answer choices. So we know whatever the equilibrium price is, any world price above that, you can eliminate. Furthermore, you could just plug in the prices into both supply and demand and then just calculate whatever the surplus or shortage will be. And of course, it's open for trade, so the surpluses would turn into exports and shortages would be imports. In this video, I would prefer to solve this more directly. So we know that imports are 15,000. So what must be true? Well, it must be the case that quantity demanded minus quantity supplied is equal to 15 at whatever this world price is, right? This would be the number of imports, right? If quantity demanded is greater than quantity supplied, we are importing because we have a shortage at whatever the world price is. Okay. Now we have quantity demanded, we have quantity supplied, and we have the equations for demand and supply. So what we can do is we can write demand in terms of quantity and write supply in terms of quantity. So right now, the way it's written here, right, this is the indirect form of the equations. If we rewrite these equations in terms of quantity, that would be what's called the direct form of the equation. And so, again, it's just algebra, nothing special. So demand would be written as such. And then supply would be written as such. So now we have one equation, one unknown, which is the price. Of course, we can solve this, right? And so this just becomes algebra, right? So again, look what we did. What we did is we took the demand equation and wrote it in terms of quantity, right? So this equation here is equal to quantity demanded. And this equation here, or this expression here, is equal to quantity supplied. So the equation would be quantity supplied as a function of price, and then quantity demanded as a function of price. Okay, so from here, now we're just going to do some algebra. So first I like to get rid of the minus signs, makes the algebra just a little bit easier. So here we'll have 90 minus p divided by 2. So we're essentially multiplying the negative sign on the 2 through. And then we're going to get rid of this negative sign between the two expressions. Right, so we're just going to multiply that through here. Okay. From here, we're going to do some cross multiplication, which I'm sure you remember from algebra or arithmetic or wherever they teach that. Right, so we have cross multiply the 3 on the other side, cross multiply the 2 on the other side, and then multiply the two denominators. 2 times 3 will give us 6. All right, and all this will equal 15. Okay, then we're going to multiply the 3 through, we're going to multiply the 2 through, and we're going to multiply the 6 with 15. So this is going to give us this expression, 270 minus 3p. So that's multiplying the 3 through, plus 20 minus 2p. And then 6 times 15, which is equal to 90. From there, we'll do some consolidating. All right, so we'll have 290, so 270 plus 20 minus 5p, minus 3p minus 2p, and this is going to equal 90. That's where we're going to subtract or the 290 to the other side. I'll give us negative 200. And then we just finish this out, right? Just divide by negative 5, and that'll give us p equal to 40. So the world price should be $40. And so the answer choice is D.